Some people are born into money, but for most of us, the road to riches is a long and seemingly impossible one. However, we should not forget there are plenty of billionaire entrepreneurs who started with nothing yet managed to reach the top. Those success stories provide a true testament to the power of the entrepreneurial spirit and the real value that can be derived from undying determination. So in this video, we are going to talk about the 5 inspirational billionaires who started with nothing. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. 5. Oprah Winfrey. Now worth an estimated $2.5 billion. According to Forbes, Oprah Winfrey was born to a teenage single mother in Mississippi. In an interview with Barbara Walters, she talked about not having running water or electricity growing up. By focusing on school, participating in beauty pageants, and then working at a radio station, Winfrey was able to enter the media world. She got her big break in television as a host for the local Baltimore talk show, People Are Talking. Later came The Oprah Winfrey Show, which entered national syndication in 1986. In a 2001 taping of The Oprah Winfrey Show, Winfrey shared some tips on making the shift to a wealth mindset. The whole idea, I think, of having wealth is not letting wealth use you but you use it, she said. Being a person who has come from an outhouse and very poor circumstances, I can assure you that the more money you get, it really doesn't change you, unless you are the kind of person who is defined by money. 4. Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison, the founder of Oracle Corporation, was born to a single mother and dropped out of college twice before he found his way. His multinational database software and technology corporation has annual revenues of over $37 billion, and Forbes estimates Ellison's net worth to be $114.3 billion. Yet Ellison began life as a sickly child. He was adopted by his mother's aunt and uncle after he came down with pneumonia as a baby. Ellison initially did well in college and was named Science Student of the Year, but he dropped out after his adoptive mother passed away. He enrolled at a different college but left after one semester. With little money to his name, he moved to Berkeley, California, where he spent a decade bouncing from job to job. He eventually became a computer programmer at Amdahl and worked on the first IBM-compatible mainframe system. From there, he and 2 colleagues founded software development labs and landed a contract to build a database management system for the CIA, which they called Oracle. After IBM signed on to use Oracle, the company hit a major growth spurt, doubling sales every year for the next 7 years. Ellison renamed the company after his best-selling product, and by 1992, the company was the leader in the database management realm. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's get back to our topic. 3. Koum. One of the most well-known applications worldwide. WhatsApp is universal in many countries as an easy-to-use messenger app. Bought by Facebook in 2014 for a whopping $16 billion, not many know of the humble roots this particular business came from. Koum, the founder of WhatsApp, is actually a Ukrainian born in a small village near Kiev. His family came from poverty, where his home had no hot water and limited connection to the outside world. At the age of 16, Koum and his mother immigrated to Mountain View, California, and managed to secure a 2-bedroom apartment through government sponsorship. His dad was also meant to come over, but fell ill before the trip, and eventually passed away a year later in 1997. Even though the family was in the heart of Silicon Valley, they were still struggling to make ends meet. Koum's mother had to take on babysitting roles while Koum himself had to work at the grocery store so that they had enough money. In 2000, Koum's mother passed away from cancer, and Koum was on his own. Even with all the struggles in the last 5 or so years, he was still an avid learner. In high school, he taught himself computer networking by reading second-hand books and eventually enrolled himself at San Jose University. This is where he met one of Yahoo's early employees, Ryan Acton. Koum credits Acton for offering support during his times of struggle, including his mother's death. Both of them soon realized they were similar because they both had a no-nonsense approach to things. Koum soon joined Yahoo and dropped out of college. Although they were working together, both developed a distaste for ads, which Yahoo was focusing on during the early 2000s. Dealing with ads is depressing, he says now. You don't make anyone's life better by making advertisements work better. He was emotionally drained. I could see it on him in the hallways. They soon left and spent a year abroad before Koum started working on the idea that would be known as WhatsApp. Although early iterations of the app crashed and had little traction, Acton pushed Koum forward to stay on the project and not give up. After Apple launched push notifications, Koum jumped on this opportunity that every time users updated their status, others would also see this. One of the benefits of WhatsApp having other applications at the time was the fact it was a democratized platform where you used your own number to sign up. When Koum launched his 2.0 version, the rest is history. Acton, who at the time was working on another idea, jumped on the wagon and sought out $250,000 seed funding and then joined as a co-founder. 2. Won Chang. Won Chang might not be a household name, but his fashion chain Forever 21 certainly is. Before launching the retail empire in 1984, Won Chang worked as a janitor at a gas station and in a coffee shop when he first moved to America from South Korea. The first store he opened with his wife was 900 square feet in Los Angeles, and they opened with only $11,000 in savings, plunging it all into the business. At first, the shop was called Fashion 21 and customers mainly came from the Korean-American community. But soon the customer base expanded, and after a name change to Forever 21, the business flew. Before bankruptcy, Forever 21 had an international empire of 790 stores worth $3.2 billion. Never forget where you come from. Speaking to the Los Angeles Times, Won Chang said, "Forever 21 gives hope and inspiration to people who come here with almost nothing. The fact that immigrants coming to America, much like I did, can come into a Forever 21 and know that all of this was started by a simple Korean immigrant with a dream." 1. John Paul DeJoria, founding high-end tequila company Patron Spirits Co. and hair care company Paul Mitchell Systems turned John Paul DeJoria into a mogul with a net worth of $3 billion. In a 2011 interview with Forbes, DeJoria, who was once in foster care, discussed growing up poor in the Echo Park neighborhood of Los Angeles. "We didn't know that we were really going through tough times because everybody was going through the same thing," he said. "I remember once in junior high school, on a Friday, my mom came home from work and said to my brother and me, 'You know, between us, we have only 27 cents, but we have food in the refrigerator, we have our little garden out back, and we're happy, so we are rich.'" A true rags to riches story. He was homeless twice before joining forces with Paul Mitchell in 1980 to create the billion-dollar hair care brand. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you liked this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.